Dear students, in today's class, let us go through the next question. The question goes like this: pass the journal entries under non-integrated accounting system. And let us go through the first transaction. It is purchase of material worth 3,90,000. So the journal entry for this is stores ledger control account debit to cost ledger control account 3,90,000 being materials purchased. The next entry is carriage inward rupees 5,850. As you people know, carriage inward is the amount incurred for transporting the materials from the place of purchase to the stores. Therefore, it becomes a part of purchases. Therefore, for this also we are going to pass the same entry as for the purchase of material. Therefore, the journal entry is stores ledger control account debit 5,850 to cost ledger control account 5,850 being carriage inward on purchases. On the other hand, you can also pass the merger entry, that is stores ledger control account debit 3,95,850 to cost ledger control account 3,95,850 being material purchased and carriage inward incurred. So for like this also you can pass the journal entry. Now let us move on to the next transaction, that is stores issued 3,58,800. So since it is a kind of direct materials, the entry for the stores issued is work in progress ledger control account debit 3,58,800 to stores ledger control account 3,58,800 being stores issued to production. So first of all, as you all know, when we issue the material, usually we will be issuing it to production. Therefore, work in progress ledger control account is debited. From where we are issuing? From stores. Therefore, stores ledger control account is credited. The next entry is productive wages 3,46,320, and you can also see the next entry, that is unproductive labor 1,21,680. So whether, as you all know, productive wage is nothing but direct wage, unproductive labor is nothing but indirect labor or indirect wages. Whether it is a direct wage or indirect wage, we have to pass two entries. First one is for incurring, it is same for both, and the second one is for charging. Here it makes the difference for productive wage and unproductive wage. So for making the payment, let us pass the merger entry for both productive wage and unproductive wage. The entry goes like this: wages control account debit 4,68,000. How did it come? By adding the direct labor and indirect labor to cost ledger control account 4,68,000 being total wages paid, which includes the amount of direct wage, that is 3,46,320, and unproductive labor, which is 1,21,680. So let us move on to the next part of the same transaction, that is allocation part. As you all know, productive wages will be allocated to work in progress ledger control account, whereas unproductive wages becomes a part of factory overhead control account. Therefore, I am merging this entry and I am passing, just go through this. See, total wages control account is credited with 4,68,000. A part of it, that is 3,46,320, will become a part of or will be charged to work in progress ledger control account, and remaining 1,21,680 will be charged to factory overhead control account. Instead of passing this allocation, that is merger entry, you can also pass separate entry for each. That is work in progress ledger control account debit 3,46,320 to wages control account crediting with the same amount, that is 3,46,320 being allocation of direct wages to production. The next entry being factory overhead control account debit 1,21,680 to wages control account 1,21,680 being allocation of unproductive wages to factory overhead. Let us move on to the next entry. It is for works on cost incurred. Work on cost is nothing but the factory overhead incurred, isn't it? Therefore, the journal entry for this would be factory overhead control account debit 3,48,400 to cost ledger control account 3,48,400 being works overhead incurred. So the next transaction is material used for repair or used in repairs. So where do we repair the production or products? It is nothing but in factory, isn't it? Therefore it becomes a part of factory overhead. See here the stores are issued for repairs. So who will be the giver of the stores? The stores ledger control account. Who is the receiver of the stores? It is nothing but factory overhead. Therefore, the entry will be factory overhead control account debit 3120 to stores ledger control account 3120 being material used for repairs. Let us move on to the last last transaction, that is cost of completed jobs rupees 12,80,630. So here what happens, once we start the production, whether it is a direct material, direct labor, direct expense, including the factory overhead, it becomes a part of work in progress ledger control account. Once the work is completed, what happens, the material moves from work in progress ledger control account to finished stock ledger control account. Therefore, the entry for this is, that is the entry for the cost of completed jobs is, who is the receiver? Finished stock ledger control account. So finished stock ledger control account debit to work in progress ledger control account. You can see the same entry here. Finished stock ledger control account debit 12,80,630 to work in progress control account 12,80,630 being completed job transferred to finished stock. Now let us move on to the next problem. Analyze the following. Material purchased on credit rupees 10,000. As you people know, whether we purchase on cash basis or credit basis, the journal entry will be the same. That is stores ledger control account debit 10,000 to cost ledger control account 10,000 being material purchased on credit. The next transaction is material purchase for special job on credit. So here what is the important point? Special job. Whether it is cash or credit doesn't matter to us. So when we purchase for a special job, it directly comes to the production. Therefore, we are going to debit the work in progress ledger control account. So the entry will be work in progress ledger control account debit 800 to stores ledger control account 800 being material purchase for special jobs. So let's go to the next transaction. Cash purchase of materials rupees 2,000. So for cash purchase, the journal entry would be same. That is stores ledger control account debit 2,000 to cost ledger control account 2,000 being material purchased on cash basis. So the next entry is materials returned to suppliers. So the materials will be returned from stores ledger control account to supplier. So the account which represents the supplier is cost ledger account. So debit the receiver, supplier's account is cost ledger account. Hence the cost ledger account is debited with rupees 700. So from where we are giving the or returning the materials? From stores. Therefore stores ledger control account is credited. The entry is cost ledger control account debit 700 to stores ledger control account 700 being return of material to supplier. So the next entry is the issue of material issued to job. So when we issue the material to job, that is nothing but the production, the entry would be work in progress ledger control account debit 6,200 to stores ledger control account 6,200 being material issued to production. Then indirect material issued to jobs rupees 500. As you all know, indirect material is generally issued to factory overhead. It becomes a part of factory overhead. Therefore, factory overhead control account is debited to stores ledger control account 500 being issue of indirect material to production. That is, indirect material is issued to factory. Factory is the receiver, therefore it is debited. From where we are issuing indirect material? From stores, therefore it is credited. Next one. Materials returned to stores rupees 400. So here we are assuming that from production the direct material is returned to stores. Therefore, who will be the receiver? Stores. Who will be the giver? Production is nothing but work in progress control account. Therefore, the entry would be stores ledger control account debit 400 to work in progress control account 400 being materials returned to store. Next one, last one. Material transferred from job number 101 to job number 121. So here what is happening? Material is transferring from one job to another. So first we are going to debit the receiving job. Who is receiving? Job number 121. Who is giving it? 101. Therefore the journal entries for this would be transferee account debit to transferor account, isn't it? Therefore the entry will be receiver account debit to giver account. That is job number 121 is the receiver. So job number 121 account debit 200. Who is the giver? Job number 101. So to job number 101 account 200 being material transferred from job number 101 to 121. Here you people may ask, ma'am, till now the account which was representing the work job is nothing but work in progress ledger control account. Here instead of using the work in progress ledger control account, why are we actually giving the name to the job? The reason behind this is both are jobs. Here you cannot write work in progress ledger control account debit to work in progress ledger control account. Therefore, instead of that, we are actually giving the name to the job. I hope you people understood this. Thank you.